Hello, welcome, welcome. Today I just wanted to touch on some stuff. Um, I see a lot of people playing Candace Owens' video about cyber um, attacks or something like that. But over here, we don't give any kind of power. We know the delusion of supremacy. We know the delusion of the people that we have to share the planet with right now. So all that stuff that Candace Owens be talking about, be sprucing out, um, has nothing to do with us as a people. Nothing at all, unless you want to be engaged in that, unless you want to be connected to that lower level way of existing, being. Um, it's a lot going on. You can either be in it or be outside of it and recognize who you are, what you are, and why you are, or you can be thinking that you're part of something that you don't really truly understand. Just like Christians, just like anybody who's into religion and believe in the forces that the forces are above you and over you and they control everything in your life. You got to have recognize that you have power and that you are in control. You are the good and the evil. You do not have to have your consciousness programmed or controlled in a manner where it takes you to the level of feeling like you're helpless, like you're weak. I would never say that I'm a generation of weak people because that's what they programmed us to be, weak people. But if you have always understood all of your life that and we're able to see exactly what these people what they have created in this society that we live in, then you would understand that from day one, when black people did build, we did build, it wasn't that we had handouts. No one gave us anything. No one gave our people anything. Matter of fact, they took us from our environment and they put us in a different environment. And ever since, we've been environmentally influenced and controlled and manipulated, and however you want to say. But all of those things have happened to our people, and we're not in our right state, our right mind. So, who has the concerns? Who has the concerns? Who does the concerns in society fall upon? Does it fall upon us as a people, or does it fall upon the Caucasian race that said they're all supreme and great, and have black people that look like us that help support that, such as Candace Owens, who supports what they're thinking, their mind frame, which doesn't exist, which is delusional. It's simply delusional. That's why in my life I don't deal with it. I see the truth for what it really is. If you have to say you're supreme, if you have to do certain things, if you the biggest criminals in the world, I wouldn't want to share the DNA with you. I wouldn't want to go half and creating a child with you at all. But This woman has made decisions in her life, and it has obviously paid off for her. And that's the plan. That's always been a plan. Is to show Black women that you can do better in a different race of people. That a different race of people is greater than your race. That you have to love others, but not love self. This is what this environment, this is what this society is all about. Self hate and love of a group of people who despise you, who have stolen from you and turned your story into like you're needy. You're in a situation where you are lower, in a lower state, and made to think that you're the problem. But you're not the problem. You're not the problem. The problem is being dealt with. That's why you have all these issues in this society. And one thing I always say is just come out of it. Don't be a part of it. Don't be a millennial, whatever she was sprucing out. All of that mind frame, all that thinking is something that we as a people have been trying to do, but haven't been allowed to do or capable of doing because they keep our people in a poor state. Once you're down there, it's hard to get up out of there. It is very hard. Um, but it takes people and communities working together. But we've been acclimated into the society that does not do that. That does not um, want Black people to really work together in a way without, because it's a threat. It's a threat for us to be separated. Is a threat. It's always been a threat. And love self, empower self. You can see it every time. Every time you have something for just Black people, they get threatened by that. They get upset by that. So, what Candace Owens has done is she has benefited greatly off of being married to a white man, for one thing, and believe it or not, whether she wants to see it as such, being around, surrounding herself with only Caucasian folk, you know. And, you know, I heard the interview with her cousin talking about their grandfather. I guess he passed as a white man. I don't know. But I remember her video talking about her grandfather and how he did for self. It's not like Black people don't do for self. It's just the fact that we've been put in a position, our people have been put in a position where when we do, it's a threat. It's always been a threat to this society. And we have to deal with, I mean, our people, our ancestors, the ones that came before us not too long ago, they fought for equal rights, which was the biggest mistake they could do for this younger generation that we are. We shouldn't have been focused on trying to get equal with these people because it's a delusional thing. It's always been a delusional illusion. We got to know that these people are not in their right mind. They're not. They never been in their right mind. It was never a right mind to say from day one, from day one. When the Puritans, as they said, left Britain to seek religious, to get away from religious persecution. That right there was not even a right mind. That for freedom. If you have to deal with stuff like that, it's going to just continue, continue, continue. It's going to be the same thing over and over. It's going to always be a struggle to get away, to fight for something, to get freedom for something, for something. It's just their mind frame. It just never was right. Just never was right. But so now we're in the midst of it, but it's not our fight. It's not our concern. We've had everything taken. But what Candace doesn't understand is she's in that world. She done brought children into this world of yes, this world that is going out. And that was her choice. But she made that choice and she's weak. She can't do for self. Um, in the real sense, you know, that I knew that a long time ago that I was in a prison hellhole and I didn't want to marry into it. Even worse, I want to get out of it. I don't want to see another one of them. That's how bad I have it. That's how bad I feel about the whole situation. It's not about cyber attacks, and I mean, we've been attacked for nothing. We've seen people shot for nothing. We've seen people killed for nothing. We've been in this place of hate for nothing. How are you gonna kidnap people, but then you hate them so much? Who does that? Who kidnaps people and bring them to a place, but you hate them so much? You can't. You detest them so much, but you have them in your domain. Who does that? Sick-minded people. The same people I keep talking about all the time who killed people because they thought they were witches. Sometimes you got to realize or recognize what you're dealing with. That's why I don't get into politics. I don't. That's not me. That's not for me. That's not running in my DNA. I didn't create it. It has what they have made in America, this place, they have to deal with. I'm not using my powers to save this particular humanity because it's an awful humanity. I'm using my power for me and mine. So with that said, I don't give a damn what they do to this society. It's over with already. It's been over. Peace.